Greetings, Portal Masters. My name is Jack, and let me welcome you to the channel. This channel is the second channel to my main, but is going to be just as important to me, and I'm going to upload on it hopefully more frequently than I do with my other channel. Something I'd like to mention is that this channel was heavily inspired and encouraged by a YouTuber known as Tuwimi, which will be covered in this video. Tuwimi being a Skylands YouTube channel that I am a huge fan of. She is my favourite YouTube channel. And after having the chance to talk with her on the topic, I decided that I would go forth and also become a Skylanders YouTuber. Now, so yeah, welcome to my channel. This is going to be hopefully my first video on the channel, assuming nothing gets in the way. For example, for my last video, I was for the first attempt at that's what I was trying to say. For the first video attempt that I tried, I keep messing up my words, I'm sorry. But for the first attempt of the video on my channel, my camera ended up with a few difficulties. It split the video into 19 parts and left out the first 5 minutes, so I couldn't even use it, since the intro and some of the actual content would have disappeared. I'd have reshot it, but I can't exactly rebox a Skylander. That's not possible. So after some thought, I decided to come to this, which is something I wanted to do a few videos later, but I'm going to be doing a tier list on these 7 Skytubers. I know this section here looks pretty empty, but it's taken me like 2 hours just to come up with pros and cons for these 7. I didn't even know 7. For example, Ignite the Fire here. That had to be recommended. There were a bunch other recommended, but if I had any more, then this video would just get way out of hand in terms of duration. Since my videos, they always tend to be longer than what I intend them to be, so which is why I'm trying to get straight to the point here. Also, another thing with my channel, I'd like to hopefully do a bunch of Skylanders content here. Whether it's hunting, gameplay, challenges, and discussions. For example, I want to do a playthrough of all 5 games. I'm currently just looking for a good Xbox 360 capture card to order. I'm hoping to do Nuzlocks, collection videos, rankings, maybe more tier lists, I don't know. But those are just some ambitions that I have for this channel, and I'm hoping to grow a lot. I'm also hoping to learn to become a better YouTuber, since the quality of my videos are certainly questionable, and I'm hoping to fix that on this channel. So without further ado, this is going to be our Skytuber tier list. So the first Skytuber that I've got here is Tuwimi. She's been doing videos for at least 4 years. I don't think I know of any videos past that date, but it is possible that she has been doing videos for longer. Couple things to note about the channel is that she's not just a Skylanders channel. She also does Power Rangers on a video, which means it tends to more than one fandom, which allows for higher reach for her channel. She's also organised in both personality and layout. For example, her streams, which are done every Saturday, has a neat layout with important info along the side and the bottom. Not to mention, not only is she incredibly positive and perky, in the way that she's super happy whenever she's recording, and whenever complimented, she's really humble about it, which I find that highly respectable. And one more thing that I would like to mention is that the members section of the channel, it offers a lot. There's 3 levels that give you all kinds of perks. For example, you can get custom badges, you get mentioned in live streams, videos, and you can even recommend or suggest or even request types of videos to do in certain time frames. However, the only problem I'd really have with this channel is the fact that the live streams are quiet. I don't know if that's to do with the equipment she's got, or whether it's just my headphones, or just my TV in general, if I'm honest. I've been noticing that some of the things on my TV have gotten kind of quiet recently, so that might just be my TV, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And to be fair, I kind of have to come up with one wrong with every channel. But given recent experiences and just everything about that combined, this gets an easy S tier, in my opinion. Next channel is Crash the Skylands. Crash is... well, he does various content that is purely Skylanders, which is, well, that's what the video is about. It's about Skytubers. The fact that you are a pure Skylanders channel, it means that you've got everything focused. It means that you know what you want. I think, I don't know, I'm still in the matter of learning myself, so not to mention, in his discussions that he does on his channel, which hopefully I can get an info card with all the YouTubers. If I can't, I'll still be linking their channels in the description of my video anyway. So, if by chance you're seeing this and you haven't subscribed to him, please do. But whenever in his videos, he sounds, well, the voice tone that he's doing is similar to mine, mainly because that's what I've taken inspiration from. I am talking about him in this tone that is calm, yet it's not trying to sound like it's bored or a monotone voice. Like, he doesn't sound like one of those math teachers that we've all had in the past. And he does a lot of unique things on his channel as well. For example, the Heroic Mondays and the Honesty Half Hour series that he does on his channel. The Honesty Half Hour being where he takes a Skylander and plays as it in its respective game for half an hour and gives a fully honest opinion on it. Which, if you're considering buying a Skylander and he's done an Honesty Half Hour on it, that's something that you can really look out for. That's something you can gather info from, do your research, and decide if it's for you. And the Heroic Mondays being where he puts his Skylanders to the test, in which he sees if they can complete challenges that he has given them. Again, only one thing that I can think of with this channel. I'm not good at finding things wrong with channels. I'm more of a positive, not negative guy. But for the sake of fairness, I've decided to try and come up with one bad thing for each channel. And for me, that is... oh god, what have I done? Get back. The thing that I find to be wrong, this is all my opinion by the way, is that his live streams aren't really the most frequent. He did a live stream 3 days ago, which I actually attended. Since Tuwimi did a raid on him in her stream, which was a fun little interaction. But then the second most recent stream was 9 months ago. Whether that's how he wants to do it, I'm not judging. I just sounded like I was judging for a second, so I'd like to clear up that I'm not in any way judging. But in my opinion, that's just something that I don't really find to be something that sits right with me. But if that's how he wants to do it, that's entirely his choice. I respect that. Now, for this channel, I'm probably going to give it B rank. It's got unique ideas, and it's got a lot of positives to it, just like Me. But I'm still in the process of learning the channel, since I only found out about this guy at the start of the month. No, yes, the start of this month. Whereas Me, I've known about since the start of the year, so I've had plenty of time to watch a bunch of the videos. Okay, next one. I'm also going to do this. This isn't ranking it already, I'm just trying to make it more visible. But I'm going to size it down now. Is the Skylander Boy and Girl. This is hard to really go wrong with this one, really, because it's one of those channels that's universally loved for practically ages. Like, I don't know how many subscribers they have particularly, but I'm pretty sure they are the most popular SkyTuber. Purely because of how long they've been here. They've been here for like 7 to 8 years. And every Skylanders fan has seen this channel at some point in their lives. Like, for me, about 4, 5, 6 years ago, I was obsessed with this channel myself. This was honestly tons of fun. Not just this channel, because they have several channels, such as Funnel Vision, FGTV, to name a couple. But they were everyone's childhood. And if you ask me, the fact that they do all these things, the skits that they do, it's really a family channel done right. Right, family channels, they're hard to really do to a professional or good standard, but I feel like these do it right. However, the channel's kind of dead. Not to be mean or anything, but the last video was like over a year ago. But when I watched that, actually, like a month ago, it was honestly still really fun. Because it's not like what their videos have been recently. To the point where it's like, well, that's a future point I'll get to in a second, but when I came back to that channel and I saw, just look at, you notice just how much they've grown up. Because I watched them, like I said, about 4, 5 or 6 years ago, and plenty happens in that time. Just to see how most things are completely different. There's some things that have never changed, some good, some bad. But the other bad thing I'd like to talk, well, no, the other two bad things that I'd like to talk about with this one is the fact that they started to over-edit their videos. I noticed this about 2 years ago on their main channel. But the fact that you can't go like 5 or even 10 seconds without there being some kind of comedic edit, whether it's a sound effect, whether it's a little animated bit. And I get why, I think. I'm pretty sure that it's to appeal to younger audiences, especially considering what YouTube's like when it comes to kid-friendly content. But just the fact that you can't go 5 or 10 seconds without there being some kind of animation or sound, like I said, that appeals to the younger audiences, but when it comes to older audiences, such as myself, since I am 16, and at the point where I discovered that, I was still 14, so there's still the opinion that's there. That opinion has developed into still being a negative thing that I don't personally like. Like I said, this is all my opinion. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm personally one of the people who don't like it. But not to mention, it's not just that channel. The other thing that I'd like to mention is that it's a bunch of their channels. They have like 5, I want to say, channels. There's FGTV, Skylander Boy and Girl, Funnel Vision, Don't Much Fun. I think that's it. Is that it? So 4 off the top of my head. Which, while you'd want to keep your content various, and if it clashes with your current channel, then obviously you're going to want to make a second channel. But I've been doing YouTube for 4 years and I'm only now making a second channel. And it's still sort of relevant to my main channel, it's just when I'm doing it to this scale, I'm going to want to have it on a second channel. but it becomes cluttered, it becomes confusing to know what happens on which channel. But these were my childhood, so it would feel wrong if I gave him anything below A. I was actually originally planning to put these people in S. But like I said, just the fact that I've been talking about these negatives, it feels like they've kind of degraded from the S tier, but it just feels wrong to give them anything below A. Now, the next channel, being Ignite the Fire, who I only found out about a couple days ago, so this is all still a new experience to me. If I can find it. He does a wide content range outside of Skylanders, which is interesting. He's got good quality videos as well. Like, he's not done it sloppy, he's not done it over the top professional, but it's at that standard where it feels like a really good channel that you can watch for entertainment, to pass the time, just whenever. And which is why I don't understand the fact that he's got a fairly low sub count. Like, I think that he deserves to have more. Like, his sub count, I think it should be higher, to be fair. I think he's underappreciated and underrated. So hopefully within the coming days and weeks, I'm hoping that he sees more subscribers. It made me happy to see that. Also, the guy has epic hair, like, come on. Have you seen it? It's actually, like, I know like I sound like I'm making fun of him, but I'm being serious. His hair is genuinely epic. So I'm going to put this, well, to be fair, something I need to speak about. Well, I don't need to, but something that personally bugs me is his channel icon. His channel icon and his banner. The icon is mostly fine, but that picture of the camera, something about that bugs me, since the way the light saturates the image makes it all pale. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. But his banner is a very messy thing, in all honesty. I find it to be quite messy. And the fact that I've not seen half of the things on his banner, I've not seen them on his channel when scrolling down to higher amounts. I think it's outdated. I'm not entirely sure. Don't hate me for saying any of this. But for that, I'm going to put Ignite the Fire in C. Although I did talk to him in 2Weemee's live stream. He's a pretty cool guy. Next, I want to go on about Terrapog. Terrapog being Terrafin's sarcastic face, which is quite a dashing look if I don't lie. Terrapog's more the meme funny side of the Skylanders community. I think he's most known for his memes, like his Skylanders meme series and the funny edits such as Gumshanks Dies. I've personally watched a few of his videos. I find his memes funny, if I'm honest. There's nothing that's over the top. There's nothing that tries too hard to be funny. And there's nothing that doesn't exactly make an effort. I like the channel. I think it's personally a really good one. Which is why he's one of the less known Skytubers. But you could still consider him a Skytuber because of the Skylanders content that he does on his channel. But the fact that he's only memes as well, it leaves a lot to be desired. And I mean that in a good way. Because if there's a lot to be desired, there's a lot of things that you can experiment with. There's new things you can try, there's new paths you can take. But I've personally found myself laughing at his memes a lot. So I'm going to put him in B tier, behind Crash the Skylands. Right, these are going in order. The further across to the right they are, the less that they are ranked. Now, the next one that I want to go on about is Skylandergamertv. He beat me to side up God. I'm putting him in F. That's a joke. That's a joke. So Skylandergamertv, he's also one of the quite organised people. For example, his icon and banner are clean. He's got clean thumbnails. It shows you what you're about to watch. Same with the titles. There's nothing clickbaity about it. It's not like all caps like how things used to go back in like 2014. He's also more discussion based, but he does do like a lot of gameplay videos as well. For example, I'm pretty sure he's doing a lock or two on his channel, and from what I believe, he is a rapidly growing YouTube channel, because it wasn't too long ago that he was doing his 1000 special and also his 400 special. I can't remember how many subs he has now, but I'm pretty sure it's over 1,500. So, from what I believe, he's actually rapidly growing. But something that I find to be not right with the channel, again, from my personal opinion, a lot of people can find this stuff really good or really bad, but I just don't really like how the discussions are quick and they don't go into the most depth. Yes, oh god, I almost dropped my phone. I've got my script on my phone. I should probably mention that, since the way that I'm using OBS to capture my screen, if I go back to my notes, it would make the video a whole lot more messy. So I'm trying to keep things to somewhat of a professional standard. I want to put a lot of effort into this channel. I really do. But his discussions are quick. They only last like 5 to 7 minutes, I think. That's just me thinking from the top of my head. Because I've had to watch quite a few videos today to get a hold of this script, to decide what goes when, to put it together. And I actually didn't decide what tier these would go in before I even started recording. These are ones I am trying to decide on the spot. I've just got a bit of background information to help. But while he does go fairly in depth in his videos, there's some bits where at least you're wondering, well, what about this? What about that? But I personally find it to be quite good. Me and Skylandergamer actually know each other. I don't think he knows me too well, but we talk every now and then on 2Emi's community Discord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in B tier, but at the top of B tier, putting him in front of Crash and Terrapog. Terrapog, I'm sorry. And the last one that I'd like to go over is Crypt Crusher. He's more gameplay based and primarily live based. He still does videos, but most of them are live streams. I know I'm coming back to this a lot recently, but the simple icon and the banner, I love to see that in a YouTuber. Like, you've not got a billion things at once, but you've not got nothing. It's simple, but not too simple. I think that works really well. Because there is such thing as trying too hard on YouTube. It's very hard to do it, but it is possible. But this, it tries hard enough and it pays off. But he does a lot of gameplay videos while also sticking to a discussion video every now and then. For example, a few days ago he discussed the ships in Skylanders because Valentine's Day. So that would be a relevant topic. I can't remember whether it was him or Skylandergamertv that talked about it, but there was a video titled The Tragedy of Skylanders on the Wii, mainly focusing about Swap Force, Trap Team and Superchargers being on the Wii versus the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But a notable series that I find from Crypt Crushers is the So Skylander Basically. Skylander being the name of the Skylander. The one I watched was from Scorp, going over his abilities and paths, making a comparison to see which one's better and what kind of playstyle it suits. So I personally love that kind of content. And also, he's got an epic accent as well. I don't know why. It's just the accents that just give the videos a bit more charm. But in my opinion, I think that the video to live ratio, I feel like it's a bit off balance. I feel like he could use a few more actual videos over live streams. But there are videos that benefit from being channels that benefit from being just live streams. Like, I dig that, to be fair. I think that's pretty cool. But when it comes to me, I'm personally more of a video over live guy. So for that, I'm going to put Crypt Crusher in between Crash the Skylands and Terrapog. Just like that. So this has been my SkyTuber tier list. I don't know if people agree with me, but this is what I find from my opinion. And just a final overview, we've got 2E in S, Skylander Boy and Girl in A. In B tier, we have Skylandergamertv, Crash the Skylands, Crypt Crusher and Terrapog. And in C tier, we have Ignite the Fire. No offense, Ignite the Fire, you're still cool. But I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if you agreed with me, if there's anything that you would have changed about it. But this is my final view on the SkyTubers tier list. I might do another one of these in the future with adding more, as these channels take more time to evolve and grow. But this is personally what I feel to be the truth. If you did like this video, then please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, brand new channel, got plenty of ambitions. So if you want to hop along for the ride, you are more than welcome to. I'd love to see the community grow. The Skylanders community grow, as I hopefully grow myself as a YouTuber. But until next time, I'll see you then.